folks jumping on the channel here in the last few days, as a matter of fact. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hype the channel, hype the videos, hype the VODs. Let's jump in the chat tonight, have a good time. I think that would be wonderful. Comment on the VODs once they post, of course. Consider becoming a member for as little as $2 a month. And then, hey, man, you want to throw me them super chats tonight, I appreciate you because your starving artist friend here, I need it, baby. We all need that money right now, don't we? Okay. So, what were we up to over this way, huh? Losing here, kind of. Just one here. Yep. Slowly put. So this was where my next idea was. Down around here. I think it may be time, and the idea here would be really to just take 2nd Corps with the reserve artillery and move at Culpeper, and then take, you know, kind of move down here and protect this area, try to keep its combat radius covering all of this so that nobody could sneak up here, and then take the rest of the army, cross the Rapidan, and try to flank and maybe drive a wedge between whatever Confederate forces are down this way and whatever Confederate forces are left up here. I think that's the campaign I want to carry out in the East ultimately. We'll talk about that more in detail when we actually get to it. But like I say, I think one other thing I do want to try to get to for the sake of just making sure I pay off the T's is getting these fleets back out quick, down back toward here, Fort Macon, and I believe this is New Bern, Moorhead Port, right? And pave the way for our landing party right here from the Army of the Coast. And if we could get 15,000 troops landed and secure here in North Carolina near the Tidewater and down here in an area of the swamp where the Confederates would really have to work hard at coming to get us, I think we'd be in a pretty good spot. So first order of business after we push play right here is going to be to get both of these fleets back out on the move. They're going to be doing the same thing they were doing before, offensive and raid. And then I want you guys first to stage out here. Go. That would be Flag Officer Charles Stewart and the Atlantic Blockading Squadron, which had also come back to Homeport following a battle with the Confederate forces outside Moorhead Port and near the fort there. I think they just ran out of coal and they needed to come back. Now we've got remnants of Army of Tennessee that came after us in the Shenandoah right here that are going to head for the rear. We're going to go ahead and get this supply depot taken back care of. Let's take First Corps here. Let's build a depot where they are. I like that move. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Anywhere. Can we do it? No. Well, that's strange. Okay. All right, let's... what do we got here? You got the headquarters for the Army of Northern Virginia, or is that actually a force of troops? I think it is. It's like 5,000 or 6,000 troops. So First Corps probably wants to come north just a tad. They're in the yellow now. Might have Wessells engaged again. Force march, bud. Sorry. Weather's fine. Should be good. Going to have the Rebs that are going to come around this area again. We'll be fighting around Winchester if they decide to come all the way. You know, that's kind of unfortunate. Another thing was building a hospital that's actually closer to the front. Right? I think we should do that. I think we should build a hospital that's like in D.C. Dink. Right? Can we do it? Can we do it? Right there. Bingo. Probably should have done that a long time ago, frankly. All right, let's see who is chatting. Oh, that's right. I think we had another battle over this way. We were going to win this one. Yeah. McCown's Corps. 21,025 guns. Yeah, so we're evenly matched here, but we've got them outgunned. I'm afraid they made a bit of the wrong move there. But like I say, let's get into that chat, shall we? Yeah. Again, thank you to everybody for joining into this journey thus far. Oh, here we go. Smith's Corps has crossed the river with Anderson's Corps nearby. After being beaten at the Battle of Talequah, Oklahoma, it looks like these Rebs aren't ready to give it up. Interesting. I've got 26,515 men remaining. What do they have here? That's Gustavus with 16,000, it says. I don't believe it. Then you got Anderson's Corps with another 13,000 again. I don't believe it. I think they're going to keep coming. We could back up. Let's two-time it. Let's back up. Why not? Draw them into maybe a little fort battle here where we've got way more artillery than them, and maybe have us a little fort battle siege that ends up sending them back south, and then we could take our army. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Would you look at this, folks? Right off the bat in the stream tonight, can we get excited for this one? Oh my gosh, I might have to give this time. Get the word out, everybody. We've got the war's first real big battle coming right here. This is going to be, this is the war's second. The first battle of Winchester was the real big one back in, I think it was August of 1862. Now, here we are with a new engagement. Third Corps first up against Magruder, it looks like. And that'll be an evenly matched fight. But we'll get reinforcements quickly from 2nd Corps, 5th Corps, the Army Reserve Artillery, and frankly the rest of the Army too. Wow, what a battle this could be. So we'll take a detailed look at this when we actually get in there on the battlefield. Let's play this one. Oh, by the way, for those who were expecting a foxhole stream tonight, I apologize. I think I said that last night when I finished up on U-Boat. I was wrong. Shouldn't have said that. Got tea in the hand tonight. Mind the voice. Or try to. Going to have over about 50,000 men. You get that tea. Yeah. Send it down the wrong pipe. You got to watch yourself. Uh-oh. 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 Can we get back into the game? There we are. Our scouts report the enemy is near Manassas. Okay, so we're going to be fighting this one in Manassas again. This is going to be the big battle. Woo, Nelly. I want to take a look at this. The Army of Virginia clashes with the Army of Northeastern Virginia in the biggest battle that we've seen. And it's going to be Stonewall Jackson at the head of the Confederate force with about 50,000 men, and I'll have roughly 70,000 under my command. Wow. Wow. Okay, we have a good slice of the Army on the field already, as it turns out. We'll just be waiting for the 6th Corps, the 7th Corps, and the 4th Corps. We have them arriving in 18 hours. We have Kimes Corps arriving in 5 hours. Wool arriving in 6 hours. And so we need to basically hang tight, or at least we need to do the best we can to keep the rest of the Army in play for this morning, the morning of this day one portion, and then we'll have the rest of them on. Where are they coming on? Let's double check that real quick. Fairfax, okay, so that'll be up in the corner here, pretty sure. 7th Corps, Fairfax, Wool, I think will be the same. From Chantilly, okay. So up this way, pretty sure. We've got 2 objectives, right? Okay, I like that they set this up this way. That's just fine. All right, let's get back to our OOB. Let's get McDowell's Corps out, and let's just get him out. All right, let's get Runyon's Corps out. Let's just get him out. That's the big one. Hancock, he's up here, huh? But we are conjoined there because our readiness is good, looks like. And then you've got Knipe with the reserve artillery, who will be over here near where Hancock is. He's just got 1 battery in the reserve artillery. And then we'll have the rest of these guys coming on. How many troops? It doesn't tell me how many troops anymore. Yeah, okay. So the Rebs will have roughly 18,000 troops on the map to start with. I do believe. Right? So 21,000 to start with right now. Aggregate last return is kind of the... This is total force strength, right? Here and here. And this is current force strength as far as I understand it anyway. So they're going to have 40 guns or so on the field right here. Yo, Preacher, welcome on in. Been a while since I've seen your name pop up in the chat. Thank you for joining in tonight, sir. A cheers to you from the teacup. Let's do this thing tonight. We got a real big one. This is going to be a landmark battle. This is one I'm going to talk about for a while. This is one that's going to come out in a special video, I'm almost positive. I mean, we'll see how this shakes out. But, I mean, look at this. Look at this setup. This is fantastic. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to glom on too much about that. We'll be taking a little bit of time with our deployments here. So Runyon's Corps is the big one. Where are their supply points and where are they coming on? Right? That is the question right here. Okay? Are they going to be able to flank me? Okay, we'll be able to come on from here. We'll be able to call this another supply point. So if they try to flank this way, we may have to worry about that. But not really. We have way more exits off of the map. So it's going to be really difficult for their army to rout us and destroy us. They'll have Bull Run in their way over here. We have 65 points of engineering points we can use here on the defense. I would bet we may indeed be able to get away with giving them, and this would just be to set up, try to create, again, a historically representative battle experience here in game, is to go ahead and maybe give up this victory location here, sorta, and fight over this one. Obviously, Centerville is the most important entry point, but it probably wouldn't be totally stupid to move some cavalry to guard these. Again, historically representative, that's what I go for. We take McDowell's Corps, probably, let's move him all over here. Runyon is center. Hancock is the right. And that's kind of the rough draft of the deployment. Now we'll get to the detail work. Also, let's see what we've got. Yeah, we got a bunch of troops that are new that have crappy weapons. This whole division under Palmer. This one under Cook. All these big brigades. Duryea, him too. Pretty much all of these troops under Runyon, Hamilton, and Duryea's divisions both. Ooh, this could be rough. We may need to... we do have artillery superiority, right? I think we probably end up forming a defensive line along this road here, trying to keep a hold of this crossroad near Blackburn's Ford. So let's get Palmer out here. Let's get him into a line. And let's have him be up the ridge a bit, covering here. And I think our use of skirmishers on this side will be pretty important. Crook's division. His troops are smaller brigades, so they should be more experienced. Let's have Crook be kind of... We'll have his artillery kind of be the central focal point of this defensive position, you might say, here, like this. And like this, covering Blackburn's Ford in the immediate area near there. Obviously, they will be less hampered through here. We'll just have to probably deal with that. Let's get Totten. Let's get him set up. Let's get him set up right here. Albach. Do that. Crook's division. They'll be in contact probably first. Sherman's division. Here he is. William Tecumseh Sherman on the flank. Will he stay there? Catch up. Thank you, Stoic. Thank you, man. Appreciate you popping your head in. Yeah, this VOD will be posted soon enough. Love you, man. Doop. I'd say we want to put Sherman into a line. Just have him kind of out here like this. McDowell sets up his headquarters there. Dennis with his Hall's carbines. Guess right there. Cav on the flank. And then the artillery reserve is going to probably crowd in right about here. Obviously, we don't want to forget about the entrenchments. I'll tell you what, as a measure of taking care of that, we'll kind of set everybody back a little bit here. I would say this area we would want to entrench. Yeah, I would say we would want to entrench all along the road here. Let's take a look at this. Boom. And you know, this open ground, this is where I'd want it. So parapets. Kind of out here like this. Good. And that doesn't take more than 59 engineering points. That's good. We'll have them be all the way down, I do believe. All the way to the creek, like that. Okay, we'll have another fortified position. It's kind of up front a bit, like so. Totten will be in that, and he'll have his muskets on the bridge. And then probably have another position up here that we fortify. How do we want to do that? How do we want to? This is going to be really detailed, guys. I hope you hang in. I really do. This is going to get meticulous, I do believe. We're going to have one corps coming at us to start with, and they're going to have to wait a long time to get the rest of their corps in line. So there is that. And then the other thing, I think we could do cheaper breastworks, like kind of, let's start by doing it from like here to there, from here around to there, like that. And then, you know, so like I say, we've got this that we can have as a supply base. We got this. We probably want to, I mean, my guess anyway is that there's a good chance the Rebs try to flank around this way to come after this victory location. Let's go ahead and get the troops into the parapets here, like so. Right. Quinby's Cav backing everybody up and increasing their morale, right? Also, this is this division in Runyon's massive Second Corps. All of these troops in here. Cook's division, which is really just one brigade. This is all their first time in combat, so hopefully that doesn't cause us too many problems. Duryea, I think it's the same for them. Yep. Let's put Upton's brigade right there. Get Welsh. Yep, that all looks good. Let's get Peck there. And let's have Cook up here with his brigade. The rest of Duryea's troops, or I mean, yeah, Duryea's division. I'm thinking maybe we could just use the river here. I mean, they may try to cross, and if they just do that, I guess that's okay. But I think I'd like to be strong over here more so than over here. You know, the center, right? So Sherman's division, let's just shift them for now kind of more this way. And in fact, let's take Sherman's old division here and let's make them the troops that kind of hold here in Grigsby's Woods. They'll be there. Like that idea. Got all this artillery over this way. Let's take these guns and they can fill in right there. like that. Sight that well. We'll have Taylor's brigade that can be positioned right about there. Right? I mean, you know, that works well. Ammon. Like that. Kind of have this little gully here. And that is just Runyon's Corps all by itself right there. Then we'll have Little Rocky Run. We'll just kind of guard that with the cav like that. Alabach's brigade with his Springfield rifled muskets can get up into these woods here like this. Change that just a bit. And then comes... Oh, no, that was McDowell's Corps. I'm sorry. McDowell's Corps out here with Sherman. And then you got Runyon kind of mixed in with it. Hamilton's division is new. I would say we put, let's see, Fremont. Is he new? I don't think so. No. Let's put Fremont's division here. Let's have these guns be right along the road. Wow, they can't see very far. Dang it. Okay. I'm remembering the Battle of Grigsby's Farm. That's the very first major battle that we ever had in the whole campaign. Flashbacks. I think I'd really just like to control everything to this crossroad, anchor on this creek kind of, if we can. Wouldn't be surprised if they try something flanking over this way. We can't obviously just let them do that, but I'd say we probably got to bring these guns kind of more up this way. And we got to take Hamilton's division here. You know, either that or we just worry about controlling to this crossroad here. That may be what we want to do ultimately. And then we get Hancock's Corps dug in right here. Well, shoot, they've got mixed muskets. This is why Jackson's got a chance here, by the way. Let's have them there. We'll have these cannons right up on the breastworks there. Okay, Grant's division. Say we'll put them kind of here for now. Hall rifles. I tell you what, that's what we should have looking right down the road at the objective and guarding the one that we've already got. So that works well. Let's take Davis and Miller and let's just have them be like that. Runyon, you come on up here to Grigsby's Farm. Bink. Grover's brigade right here. Hancock will be at Grigsby's Farm as well. East Cannon will be here and here, like that. And then maybe, if the Reb Army decides it's going to... Well, now I'm starting to worry about getting this road right. The Rebs may want to... So Ball's Ford. Okay. Fremont may have to advance his division further forward and cover Ball's Ford so that we can maneuver units across the line if need be. It's not a bad spot for his division anyway. Put these boys back in the woods up against the fence. Boom. Fremont kind of there. Rest of the army set up kind of like that. And then, I mean, this is just the starting point, right? We may end up having to move troops around. And then the other part is, of course, maybe it'll be smart for us to establish some other entrenched positions. Here's the Knipe with the artillery reserve. Let's not forget him. Let's not forget him with Meade under his command. No. No. We could put these guns right here on this hill, Knipe's artillery reserve. That probably isn't the smartest thing to do. Just cover Poplar Ford. And then maybe take Elliott's Cav. Got Charles F. Smith. Charles F. Smith, headquarters back in Centerville. But maybe it'd be better for him to be further up this way. The idea here being we guard hard over here. We're going to keep an eye on where they're going. Elliott, we'll bring him over to the right flank to help guard these guns here. Like so. Duryea, come on up with your troops. Palmer, come on up with your troops. Got McDowell there. Crook here, Central. Dennis, the Corps Cav there. We could put some more breastworks in. Let's maybe do that. We got 35 points left. You know, why not? Through here. Like so. Let's get everybody on. If we can do this right. Boom. $10 says this battle takes up the entire stream, by the way. And maybe more. We may have to straddle over 2 streams with this battle. It's going to be monumental. Monumentous. So, everybody gathered up there at the Grigsby farmhouse. I think we keep the parapets coming here. I think we do. I wonder what it would do if, what if we were to just back everybody up right here? Let's get them in a little column. And I wonder what it would do if we just took parapets and we put them kind of right there along the fence, like so. Oops, no. Right there like that. It would look a little weird, I guess, but I think we could manage. Springfield Rifle Musket, absolutely. Get those boys up there. We'll have these boys stay in their column and be right there. And again, kind of leaving open this flank a little bit. If they move hard against this side right at the objective right here, and I think what we'll do is we'll send some units out to take it and to guard the Stone Bridge approach. And then, you know, be ready with the cavalry and this artillery out here to kind of, you know, shift a bit if we need to, maybe come down onto this ridge here and just guard it that much more closely, have the cav there with it. Be ready for the Revs to try to come around here and really slam into this flank hard. Problem with that is I don't think they'll be able to send more than 1 or 2 divisions. If they're just coming at me with 1 division around this area here, I'll know, you know, the rest are coming this way to try to hook us big time. But I would say we've got this ford covered. We just about got this one, you know, mostly covered. Last thing to do is just detail work here. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't want to necessarily do all that. But we could. What if we did? You're not able to upgrade breastworks the same way, are you? That you're able to do rifle parapets. I don't think so. I think you can do these, yeah. We'll put abattis up there. Let's do another line of parapets and abattis that covers this little crossing. Let's pull these guys back right now. Let's go parapet right here. Bingo. Let's dismount this cav and get them on there. And that'll cover that little crossing on the flank. We could upgrade these breastworks to parapets, but we don't have the points to do a thing like that. We could... Nope, we can't because it's outside the deployment zone. So never mind about that. All this is breastworks, huh? Well, with 13 points remaining, I don't love it. I wonder if we make a multi-layered thing here. Maybe we go parapets, or no, sorry, breastworks out here like this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there we go. I don't know. Maybe devs worked on that. This was not this way before. Shows in red, I think, what you can't build, maybe? Oh, weird. What happened there? Here, let's go here, 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 like that. Bingo. All right. We'll have, yeah, we'll kind of have a dual layer there. We'll bring this line up and we'll move Sherman's troops up onto these. And they'll have a fallback position that is also breastworks here. And if we need, we can move to an interior line there with any one of the divisions that we have along the line. We have this road that allows us quick movement from this flank over to here. We got more troops going to be coming on from this flank here, which could prove useful to us. Maybe take one corps that ends up crossing and flanking the Rebs over this way, with the other two corps coming from back here and getting here pretty soon, middle of the day on this first day, and we'll probably send them straight over this direction. Let's go. 5 times and we're in. And I didn't send skirmishers out, so let's slow it back down again. Okay. You always forget something, right? Here we go. Battle begins, guys. This is a big one. This is a very big one. This one's for all the marbles in the East. If we lose and the Army of Northeastern Virginia is sent reeling back toward D.C. again, we could be in real trouble. Thank you, Mick Knight, thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's not anything I would say that I do consciously on that, but I like to see both sides so that I can get a better look at the details of the terrain and how it kind of rolls across the landscape. You can get a more exacting deployment when you do that kind of thing. Let's get skirmishers out here, here, and here. We can't do it there. All across the front line around here and here. And we'll probably advance these skirmishers out quite a ways to try to cover Stone Bridge in the center. Bing, bang, boom. Stay mounted there. Cavalry, Quinby's cavalry. Let's bring them a little closer. And they're under direct command of Runyon, is that right? Okay. Probably going to have to set him on an auto general. I don't think he's got an auto stance, but that's the other thing is I think something from an RP perspective that I might still be interested in doing is trying to set the Army on as much as I can autopilot and just observing and reporting, kind of like an eye in the sky situation sort of thing. But we'll see how I feel about that once battle gets joined, because again, this is one where I can't just goof off. I really am in a spot where it's going to be good for me to win this one and not lose this one. This is one that I can't just give away to the AI if the AI is being dumb about what it's doing. And that being my AI buddies. Let's get on this side of the abattis, shall we? Yeah, retreat to there. Okay, skirmishers out everywhere. We'll get some from Miller and Davis out as well. Very well, very well. Seven concurrents watching right now, man. We got a big battle for you tonight. Let's have fun, huh? Let's have fun fighting against these AI Rebs. Let's put the skirmishers on the breastworks right there, and let's bring these boys out on the flank right there. Flankers. Let's take Runyon. He'll depart. You got the Corps Commander and Army Commanders little area of meeting and gathering. Everybody is pretty well been ordered to see to their commands. Runyon should head out this way. And so he will. Now the other thing I might like to do is to send Elliott out. Just send him out to this crossroads right here. Or maybe this one. Kind of like that. And as soon as we spot any funny business from the Rebs over on that flank, we'll pull him back. Now, since Jackson's cunning rating is probably super high, I have a feeling we're not going to be able to see everything he's doing back there and around here. It seems like sometimes the AI has a knack for kind of knowing what your defensive line is before they arrive at it, which is somewhat annoying, but it just seems that way. I don't know that for sure. Get through half of this day, we should begin getting reinforcements. And, I mean, really, it's going to be on the Rebs to come get us. Cavalry. Magruder's Corps main body. Let's have these boys dismount. They'll be our eyes out here. Let's see if they can send scouts out. Nope, too small. Quinby right here. Let's get crazy and let's send him to take a peek out this way. All right, I see a lot of movement over here. 2 cavalry brigades. Here and here. That makes Elliott outnumbered for sure. Let's bring him back. Having fun with it here a little bit. Okay, Quinby, you get scouts out. What are these Rebs doing? I wonder. Here they come. We'll go ahead and open fire on them. You can see, okay, now we can spot their whole column. And they're going to move at the objective like we thought they might. Right? Let's go ahead and bring this to 2 times while they come right at the stone bridge. Want to believe that they'll be in for a surprise right here. We'll come forward and engage with skirmishers. This guy's going to want to follow through with his order, I do believe. Go ahead and do what you were ordered to do, or is he not? Oh, I don't think he's going to go. All right, battle at the Stone Bridge starts us off right here. See if we can get him to dismount. They may charge right into us. Let's come down along the fence here. There we go. Get him stopped and dismount. Get on the flank right here. Very well, very well, very well indeed. I got 1 division, 2 division coming against Balls Ford right here. All right. Let's bring this battery. Let's bring this battery right here. Advance to there. Get these skirmishers out. This is looking all right. Rebs would have to really press against the line here to dislodge me from this position, I think. I don't think they're going to have enough. Not early on. We'll have enough time, I really want to believe, to get our reinforcements where they need to be. Quinby, good job out here, buddy. Let's bring you on back. Okay, now Dennis, let's have you mount up. Let's have you come to the right. Albach, you guard the flank. Now here's a good shot. Let's slow it down. This could be a good map shot for a thumbnail. Nice. We could do something with that. All right, ran off that rebel cav. Fantastic, boys. Fantastic. Smith's cav is going to come slowly down the Warrenton Turnpike. Fine with me. Fine with me, Smith. Take your time. Us having the artillery advantage, also, of course, similarly advantageous. I would wager that we'd call this the Battle of Centerville, maybe, at the end of the day. Let's have these boys head here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Keep these guys here. Skirmishers moving about. Let's have Miller deploy. Quinby on his way back. Good. Okay, you'll have the bulk of the Confederate Army setting up on our right. Just about like we expected. Just about like we expected. Okay, Ferry, I want you, sir, in a defend. Grant. Defend. Fremont. Defend. I want Hancock's Corps in a defend. For sure. Let's see what we get from these AI Rebs on this side of the line. By God. Oh, yeah. Scamming low on ammo. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Scouts have brought most probable reports of troops from a corps belonging to Pemberton joining the battle. Their numbers are reported to be 12,000 infantry. Okay. So we got Pemberton and Magruder on both? Or is this Pemberton? That is the question. Is that just Pemberton right there? These guys, they need to mount up. And I think we need to get them out of here. Place will be crawling with Rebs. We just needed to scout this area out, man. Let's get back up here near Poplar Ford and let's go. Rebs will take some time to set up here, I think. Let's go 2 times. I do believe. Okay. I wonder if they'll just throw themselves at us. Somehow I doubt it. I do think they may be moving off to the right, though. Just continuing to move that way. Flanking. We'll have Poplar Ford guarded at least. We'll put some cavalry down here too, I think. I think we take Quinby's cav. I think we fight with the cav out here on the right for a bit. I think we're going to need to do this. Let's have Quinby's cav be... we want the whole brigade now. Yep, over here on the right. Thank you. Kind of doing nothing back here. I think we redeploy these guns here. We get them covering this right side. Okay, off to the right. The Rebs go. What are they going to do with this? Another infantry brigade arrives here. More coming down the road. They really think they can outfox me over here, I guess. They're just going to flank, flank, flank. Are they going to form up over here? Oh, interesting. Okay. What are we looking at? Wool gets here, 4th Corps. 3 hours. Keim. 1 hour. Excellent. Keim gets here just in time. He'll be here I'll throw him onto the right flank of the army. And then this will hold on this ridge. Let's dismount. Facing that way. Come on, boys. All right. What are they doing? I expect them to continue trying to flank. Doesn't seem to be exactly what they're doing right now. All right. Here they come, right here. May just kind of try to feel us out. Go ahead. Open fire. Long distance fight. Rebel brigade kind of poking and prodding. Quinby's got his scouts out over here. AI may have a tough time figuring this one out. We'll see. What are we working with? A minor victory here right now. Oh, and it's good to remember the date. April the 20th, 1863. The Battle of Centerville, I do believe, is what we will call this one. And here comes Keim's Corps. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Stockton, Bryce, okay, Keim. Let's bring your corps right out here, and let's just throw them on the right flank, man. I think that works just fine for me. Dennis can back up a bit. Quinby can stay where he's at. The rest of his corps will just move on up. All right. Okay, I think we maybe ran them off over here near Farm Ford. Got a bunch of more Rebs. Okay, so it is 2 corps. 2 rebel corps are on. I believe it. More back here. Keim arrives. Good. Worst comes to worst, we got to pull all the way back to Cub Run and this high ground here. Kind of defending up this way. We'll do that. I don't want to believe that that'll be required. We shall see. Oh boy, those Rebs are all going to get lined up out there, aren't they? What are you guys going to get up to over here, huh? Let's go one time. Let's get skirmishers back out. Let's do that with this brigade here. Oop, they've already got the skirmishers out. Good. Was it this brigade that lost their... Nope. Yeah, it was this one. All right, boys. Don't be afraid now. Looks like we'll be losing this one. Rev's going to crowd in here on our right flank. Just about like we figured. And what I won't do, which maybe you'd criticize me for, is taking half the army and shifting it over here. I feel like all that invites is for the rest of the rebel army to come and swing around this flank and gobble me right up. Oh, hey, all right. Nuclearic agricultural. Really? How about that? A little bit of a steam sail on this bad boy, huh? Sounds like good news to me. Let's bring the skirmishers forward. Let's bring these skirmishers forward. Let's bring these boys. Yeah, they don't need to come too much further forward there. Everybody defending. Okay, they've got us outnumbered on this side, that's for sure. Durier's division, let's bring them over. Let's bring them over, and let's have them be right in here, like this. Let's take... Well, we won't do anything else. We won't change anything else. Let's take Sherman, or rather, for now, Blanker. Let's just bring him here. Gibbon will remain where he is there. Sherman, let's just go ahead and have him come to here, like this. And we may end up unleashing him, having him attack. Here comes Keim. Fantastic. Abbott. How about you bring your boys up, huh? Bring them right down the pike. Right in there. All right, so they'll be coming against the right flank. And I think they're going to hit us in a couple of waves. Try to break us. Let's get these boys all on the move. We'll empty out this side of the line a little bit. That's fine. They don't want to hit our worst entrenchments, you know. Let's make sure we don't just let them come up here without being harassed a little bit. Fire. Rev's going to just try to line up opposite me here, taking these two forts, come against the right flank. Battle starts to heat up as we get into midday. Whew. Abbott, who are you part of? Keim's Corps, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do that again. Stockton, Keim's Corps. All right, that's all good. That's all fine. All right, boys, here we go. We don't need this. We'll keep that. The grandeur of this battle must not be interrupted. Got some cavalry that's going to ride down these skirmishers' retreat. See if they want to come at me up through these woods right here. This area. Going to get hot. Sherman, there he goes. Dennis, dismount. Quinby, bring your scouts in and dismount. Out here. Ooh, man, oh man, these skirmishers are in trouble. That cav comes forward and just does a number on those things. Prince's Brigade. Whew, that's tough. Here we go with Fight Miller's skirmishers out here. Portion of his brigade comes forward. Oh, I see. Okay, they'll break. Might put Sherman on an attack over here, now that we kind of have them all bottled up on this part of the battlefield. I think it's unfortunate that they aren't balancing things out on this side. I think there's a good chance that we could move forward out of the entrenchments toward Island Ford. Cook. Let's take your brigade, your division out. Let's see what we get if we just come out here, okay? Let's do that. Let's just see what we get. All right, they're going to come right at it. This cavalry, right? Let's get skirmishers back out from everybody. We got to try to stop this cav. We just don't want them running straight into our cannon that are along the breastworks there. I think Miller's brigade could probably just come on up. Let's have these guys go here. I think we take guns and I think we bring them back here and here. If they'll do it, you know. I think we take Meade's battery and we go here. Excellent, excellent. Kimes Corps has fallen into line beautifully. I want to believe we'll be in good shape. Here's Greg. Let him get up into line. He'll take a position on the breastworks, dismounted eventually. And we've got the major Confederate push coming over this side. They've got the objective now, as we expected they might. Looks like they're going to try to come against the right flank here. And this one brigade that's on the edge, they're just going to hit it hard. Right? That's why we need Greg right here. Let's order him up. Go ahead, dismount. And then, Greg, you move on. Get Grant off the front line, gosh dang it. Right there. Whew, what are we going to have right here, boys? What are we going to have right here, huh? All right. Here comes Wool's Corps. This is a good spot. Although, maybe not the best. They're going to have to come all the way from here, all the way down, and then here. So we're going to bring Wool's Corps up. We'll stage them. We'll have everybody use the road, and that's fine. Small Corps. Doop. For now. Everybody making it to the battlefield finally. The Rebs going to be pushing from right over here. We knew that they would do this. Strong intuition that they would. I think we take Sherman, and I think we close the door over here. I think we just do it. And we just make this a killing field in here if we can. I mean, I think they'll continue to try to move on the right. You know, we'll see if they can make it happen. We just have a brand new corps coming this way. It's going to make it tough for them. Let's have these guns move out here and here. Let's have these boys send some skirmishers out. Let's have these boys do the same. Just keep the skirmishers busy out in front so that they're not able to hit us at range without us being able to shoot back. It's kind of the idea there. Let's make sure that this unit gets itself. I just want to change facing. I just want to change facing. Call it a retreat move, fine. Oh, no, 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 not them. Stop. Gosh darn it. Sheesh. Well, we crowd in on this side of the line. These breastworks here might have made a bit of a key mistake. Lay them down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, get back over here, guys. By God. Bowen's going to be pulling back. We got Jackson's division here. We've got the rest of the rebel army over this way. Okay. If they're going to get us ready for a big right hook, that's the one thing I'd say maybe I'm still a little worried about. Brigades against one here, but we've got our Springfield rifled muskets. We've got cavalry nearby. He's losing a lot of men. They're losing quite a few too out there, I suspect. Good, good, good. Smith's cavalry here. Rebel artillery coming forward. Kimes Corps filing in. Fantastic. Sherman over here. Oh my gosh, are we going to be able to gobble up these Rebs? Here we go. Look at this Confederate attack right here. Right through the field. Right at us. They've got cover in the crops, I guess. Grover's brigade right here. Going to be hard pressed. Let's take Davis and get him up there. Charge move, bud. His division commander, Hamilton. He can come up here. Alexander Hamilton. Only not. So yeah, they're going to try to puncture the line here. Sherman, you get on an attack, bud. Oh, we're giving it to the cavalry in here. They're going to approach, though, in an attempt to try to melee this artillery battery, I think. I just don't think they're going to be able to get away with it. Prince is trying to get himself sorted out still. Davis jumping up into the breastworks in hopes of giving Grover a little bit of relief. This dismounted cav can't help out much. But we are forcing them back. Let's mount up. First rebel assault on this side of the line of entrenchments. Doesn't go so great. Like Napoleon before us. I think we should mount these boys up, and I think we should charge out here if we can. Go. Double time. Let's drive these boys off. Gregg's Cavalry Brigade. On the right side of this massive battle. Ooh. Oh my God. Hours on this game, I generally... yeah, the meat cutter. Hey, man, good to have you in tonight. Keep watching, my man. You might learn a thing or two. You might. I am not really an expert, as you've seen. So, let's see how this goes, shall we? Okay, we're going to charge right into this infantry right here with Gregg's Cavalry Brigade in melee. Oftentimes, cavalry won't do so well in fights like this. We shall see. I think we broke one of them. I think we might break the other one. 108 men down. Our morale is going up. We're taking heavy casualties. Let's charge into them again. Stay in melee. Keep on them. Keep on them. Sherman is going to come over here and attack. That's good. We got Keim filing in like planned. That's good too. Guys, don't stop. Keep after him. Keep after him. We got him on the run. We got the skier in him. Let's go. In melee. In melee. They're winded now. All right, let's go ahead and try to back them up. Back to the breastwork. Shall we retreat? Good job. See, when you can still order them to retreat, that is what you like to have. Okay, we broke them out there with a cavalry charge, baby. Napoleonic style. Might have those revs hemmed in over here, man. Might have these revs hemmed in over here. Let's take these guns and just help out McGregor. Right here like this. We'll fall back to the entrenchments if need be. Right? Here comes Wool's Corps. Ord's division. Haven't placed them yet. Let's take them and bring them there. Whole battle is going to take place on this side of the field, looks like. Let's have these guns move out a little further. Right there. Change up our facing a bit here. What are you boys going to do next, Rib? Or Johnny Rib? I think what do they got? 3 corps? Can we see? No. All right, Butler arrives. 6 corps arrives 12 hours from now, so second day, if there is a second day. Most of the fight happening over here on the right near the objectives. Booyah. Now, I would say Keim's Corps has placed itself in a position to counterattack. But I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to let these Rebs try to come at us and break our line. I don't think they can do it. And as long as we hold this other point here and have way more troops on the field, I don't think that we are under the burden to attack in this situation, or that we're going to be. They're well, they're well. It's funny because the line ends up kind of being the same every time we fight a battle that's end up, you know, at entrenchments. We've got a central part of entrenchments, and then you've got free-standing troops on the wings. It ends up seeming to be like that a lot of times. You know, you take Keim's entire corps and just sweep forward here. That may be something we really think hard about doing. Because I think maybe that's the old coup de grace. I'm not ready to take it up 2 times just yet. I don't know. Maybe this battle's not going to be as interesting as I would have liked for it to be. I don't know. There's still one Confederate corps out there. We want to try to knock out these 2 that have taken the field against us here to start things off with, if we can. That's for sure. Get up there. Charge, move up there. Go, go, go. You boys, change your face. Alright, you boys, get some skirmishers back out again. You boys, do the same. Let's go. Skirmishers all across the board. You guys. Everybody get them back out there. Yes, sir. You too. Alright, they've already got it. Good, good, good. Grover, is he going to get hit again? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, what are you doing? What are you doing? Back it up for some reason. They're able to shoot into the woods here, I guess, huh? Go ahead, skirmies. Let's have skirmies come after these guns right here. Let's have these skirmies come after these skirmies. All right, now you got the Revs that are going to protect this objective and their crossings back to their supply point, right? They're playing a little defense on us now. All right, we're going to have Cook jump into a defensive stance right there. Change your facing, Whipple. Just do it. There we go. I didn't even make him do that. Okay, so we've got Duryea, we've got Abbott, Stockton, and Bryce, who could all counterattack. Sherman, too. Wool's Corps still coming. I think Butler comes on from all the way over here, maybe. If we took Butler and we flanked with him, that could be useful. Yeah. All right, now let's take Dennis and Quinby. Dennis comes back over toward McDowell's Corps. He is the McDowell Corps Cav. Runyon, I think Runyon needs to centrally locate himself. And then we'll have Quinby come back out over here kind of near the flank, maybe protecting Meade's guns. See, looks like Meade's guns are having an effect. 12-pound Napoleons waylaying the boys over near the stone bridge. Like to see that. Keep the skirmishers rolling. Let's go, let's go. Just a big skirmish fight in these woods for now. I'm fine with that. This is, if I were trying to puncture the defense, that's probably where I'd try to do it. Is in that forested area there with all kinds of cover. Seymour, low on ammunition. Shoo. By the way, what other missions we Sherman at this stage. Yep. Okay, we got guys that are low on ammo in a lot of places. Let's take a detailed look at this. Not these guys. Ammunition is fine. Here and here and here. Scamming low on ammunition. See, most of the ammunition carried by the men. Scamming, where are you? He's in the center. I don't. Yes, scamming right here. You got 30? Oh, okay. He's not that low though. And it's mostly his skirmishers using it up, right? Sherman out here is not attacking either. That's interesting. AI not doing anything out there. Really would love to get these revs good and worn out. What time is it? 2:30 in the afternoon in game. You know, make a push right around like 5. Keep the rest of the Army's line pushed out where it is. Rev's going to have to wait for the second day to get the rest of their army on the field. We don't know where they're going to be. No sign of them being anywhere we can't tell where they are. Over out on the flank or anything. Time for these guns to get out of here. Oop. This cav is change facing right there. Need to get a courier out there. Quick. Like. Big fight here in the woods continues. Just kind of poking and prodding. The Revs aren't pushing the issue real hard in this area here. I think things continue moving toward a minor victory for us, or a major victory, whichever the case may be, but the Revs are just going to form their line around the objective here, looks like. Come on, boys, get out of there. We got a courier coming for you. They may try to stretch the line out and kind of control the area of Poplar Ford. If they decide to continue moving more troops over this way, that's one division. Indeed, we may go ahead and unleash that right flank on them. Find out what we can get here. Afternoon of day 1, April 20th, 1863, with Wool's Corps coming up. He'll be in a good reserve position here. Let's go, double quick it, boys. Do not want to lose these Napoleons. These Confederates are going to shake out into the line. Should we limber up? Oh, this is a little scary. I feel like they're catching up to us. Oh, shit. There they go. Golly. Well, there goes all of our artillery reserve, pretty much. Knipe, you have no command any longer, so why don't you get back to the rear? Elliot, Why don't you get out on the flank out here? The poking and the prodding continues. A bunch of these troops in their first battle, so their loss resilience is pretty low. I would be curious to kind of stand in this line right here and just see what the rebels can figure out to do. Part of me is curious about that. Can't lie. Maybe the Rebs figure out a way to make it a real interesting battle from here forward. AI tends to do that. I would come at me here if I were them. Ooh, we're getting flanked. I think we should probably attack those boys. Yeah, maybe not. Face that way? No? Okay. No? Fine. Fine. These boys need to double time it. Go, go, go. All right, let's go ahead and let's get some skirmishers out from these troops here. Let's make sure that this side of the line is covered. Quinby, you come on out here, man. Rebs will begin pushing out this way, trying to fold the flank just a bit. Solid 9 concurrence watching tonight. That's fun, guys. Thanks for being here. Get Elliott out of there good. Too bad. Couldn't rescue the artillery. It was the brakes. Bollichoffer division. I think this is 2 corps right here. I'm pretty sure. This is basically the same battlefield as Grigsby's Farm, by the way. I mean, this is kind of eerie. I think it might even be... No, Grigsby's Farm happened in like May, June. Maybe even July, actually. So this is way earlier than that battle. Keep sending those skirmishers out. You're not done. At 3:13 p.m. Zollicoffer. That's Zollicoffer. I know that name. And then you've got Wood. So there's one division. We got one here. We got one here. We got 1, 2 here maybe. And that counts up to be about 2 corps in my recollection. I think Bryce and Stockton might come out here. Stockton, I think we might move him into a line for starters. I think Abbott, let's put him into an assault, and then let's bring him out right here, like that. See if we can kill some Rebs out here on the right flank, man. We'll just do a little counterattack there. And that'll be just fine. Continue battling it out over here with our skirmishers. Good, good, good. Just holding that side of the line. Let's get some more out. Oh, here was another thing I wanted to try. Was this brigade, can it, how do I do the deal where I keep them left and right of each other? I just about was able to do it here. Right? So what is going on now? Okay, okay. All right, Sherman wants to kind of get on the move there. Good. Abbott's troops on the move. Good. Fantastic. Wool's Corps. Banged up. Smallest corps in the Army by far. 12 on the stream tonight, folks. How about it? Again, cheers to you guys. Going to keep McDowell pretty well down this way. I think Sherman's the only one that'll be doing anything different. Stockton, you're in line now, right? So why don't you, Stockton, why don't you get yourself in line right there, bud? Charge me there, that's fine. Abbott's troops will come out, counterattack here. Bryce, let's have him come out. Let's get him in an assault, and let's have him come on out. Bingo. And we'll come at him over here. Got a little isolated pocket of Rebs. I'm kind of trying to work this right flank out this way. We'll see what we can do with them. 2-3 infantry brigades. Probably ought to move out a little bit of artillery support. Not that far though. Let's have it be right up in here. Do that. Bryce still getting his orders. Abbott will be in contact first. Bryce will kind of wrap. Sherman over here is getting himself on the move. Good. Just continue to see the bloody wood right here. Grigsby's Woods. Terrible bloody affair there. Right up the slope. This has been hallowed ground in our campaign before. We had ourselves a real terrible fight in this area in the first Battle of Grigsby's Farm. Or I should say, the Battle of Grigsby's Farm. This is going to be different. All right, there goes Bryce. Quinby, why don't you come out here? And Elliot, why don't you come out right about there? Always wary of AI may be coming next. Uh-oh. Looks like Abbott may have stopped his troops. Yeah, Abbott's stopping and thinking about this attack. Come on, man. Come on out. Come on out. Bryce is doing it. More skirmishes, sir. This way. More skirmishes, sir. Got all blueberry Union troops out here, too. That's telling. Means they got a bunch of rookies. Look at Key's division over here. Teeny tiny. I think we'll bring him kind of right here. And then we'll bring Ord's division right over here. Alcock's Cav. Bingo. And then Wool himself centrally locate. All right. Bryce, Quinby, Abbott, all on the move. Fantastic. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I think I probably would have wanted to make myself a little smaller down there, but it's all right. It's all right. So Bryce's troops, these are pretty good quality guys right here. And out comes Abbott. Here we go, boys. Counterattack underway. On this side. We got one division to clear out. Let's go, boys. Yeah, sporadic fight all along the line here. Holy moly. What a massive battle we have, man. Holy smokes. Yep, Whipple's going to get up on the snake rail, get around the flank of these boys here. Wincoop, he'll be on the move too. Cameron Jr. going to jump on the fence there, good. Bryce stopped his division. He wanted to figure it out. So we're going to bring it forward for him, same as we did with Abbott. Let's have Kime locate near this crossroads here. Good. Quinby, you dismount. Elliott, you dismount for now. Abbott's counterattack underway. Gonna get these guys out here. This is looking good. I think we're firing from up the slope somehow. No. Two division counterattack. Wouldn't want to overcomplicate things. With Sherman doing the same on this side. Fantastic. Here we go, boys. Here we go. All right, these guns got into a good spot right there. Fantastic. Let's bring these guns out, shall we? Let's see if these guns can make some trouble. Here, and then also here. B in trouble here. Could Could we, by chance, get the brigade up on the fence? Yes, yes, okay, good. Let's have this brigade jump on the snake rail right here. Charge move there, boys. These boys are able to hit somebody. Wow, look at that. They're able to shoot all the way down there from up the slope. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and advance out of the crops from there. That works for me. Granger. Let's bring you right down here. Traboo breaks under the pressure of Bryce's troops here. Good. There's a battery in here. Let's shoot at it. Go for it. All right, Howard. Now, Bryce, get on up there with you boys. I'm going to break this side of the rebel line, baby. Let's go. Cav out here. Charge down these guns. Kimes Corps to the rescue. Yes, sir. This is looking pretty good. All right. Fantastic counterattack on this end, baby. Oh, yeah. We're a little disorganized here. Gonna lose a little going in. Oh, gonna lose 66 going in, as a matter of fact. This is their first battle. But by God, Quinby is gonna take these guns. It's the last thing he does. Quinby's brigade is in. We're gonna have to take a second to look at the dispatches here, I think. All right, I think we got them. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and pull. Wait, Quinby. Go ahead. Nope. Okay, they're broken now. All right. Well, that's just a knock-on effect of them being new, is what I would say about that. Nice counterattack on this side. We just really wanted to kill a bunch of Rebs on the flank here, and we got the sun going down now on the battlefield. Rebs. Two pretty wrecked corps, looks like. This side of the line, by God. The old Battle of Centerville. We should send them reeling in this one, man. We really should. I think it's funny that the AI keeps coming after you like it does when there are, almost nothing but disadvantages to it doing that. I find that to be a little odd that they'll just come right at you like that. I think what they hope to do is to catch a part of your army out and destroy, one corps, gobble up one corps, gobble up the next in detail. I think that's what the AI is thinking when it does that kind of stuff. Tough to say for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like reinforcements have arrived. Ooh. More Rebs on the field. Granger's going to move up. Let's get some people on these guns, shall we? Do it. Do it. Let's get some skirmishers out across this part of the line. I got Evans' brigade ready to charge over here, yes or no? I don't know. Looks like we're going to attack him. Wind Coop, get your skirmishers out. Fantastic. Prince's brigade hanging tough. Same with Scammon in here. Davis. Good. Quinby's going to come back to Runyon and rally. We may change Abbott to a defend. We'll let Bryce stay on the attack. And we'll get Stockton in on the action here. Let's have him be on an attack, and let's bring him out. And also, let's try to do this. Why can't I do this? Do the thing where I can stay to the left and to the right. I would really like to be able to see that in action. But we'll bring Stockton out. Ooh, just like that. Kimes Corps will continue to move out. Bryce. Down in the woods right here. Bryce's division. Going to take over this area and collide with the Rebs on the other side of the creek right there. Ooh, and I guess I was wrong. Battle of Grigsby Farm actually was not the very first combat that we had. Major battle, that is. It was the second. We had another one out here. Here we go. Abbott's going to be holding right here against a pretty nasty looking attack from this Confederate brigade against Wynkoop. Evans. Kemper. Looks like Kemper. All right, we're moving these boys off. Jackson's division on the flank out that way. Good, good, good. This is looking pretty good. This is looking all right. Appreciate everybody once again for tuning in. Hey, if you're newer to the stream, you want to hit that thumbs up button for me, I appreciate you. You want to subscribe to the channel, I appreciate that too. Love it if you do it. Excellent. There's our old guns there. We could send a unit out there to get them. Do it. So, Kimes Corps comes out on the counterattack as we kind of planned on doing. We'll put the hurt on these Rebs out here. Day one. Just about in the books with a violent fight in front of Centerville. Union holding on to these breastworks in the woods as the Rebs have made repeated attempts to try to come up the slope with their skirmishers. Most of their fiercest offensive moves have been against this side here lately. We should be able to clear them out, though, it looks like. Fantastic. Kind of brought their dudes up piecemeal. Wynkoop, why don't you go ahead and pull on back? Bryce. Why don't you bring you... Well, no, Stockton's going to take that position. Bryce can stay here. Anchor against the Bull Run. Elliott, he'll come back and guard Poplar Ford again. What's Sherman doing out here? Wow, he's only lost 4 men out here? Holy moly. Holy moly. Yeah, Wynkoop's brigade was taking heavy punishment out this way. We'll pull them back. Gregg's cavalry. How about we get them formed up? How about we bring them right out here on the double quick. And then we'll charge. Or maybe we'll just be in a position to charge. Just guard these guns for now. Stockton, Don't stop your troops. Keep coming. Good boy. Good man. Good man. You got a rickety rebel line. They're strong in the center right here. You know, they could try to make a push straight through this way. Let's take this brigade. Let's face. Let's take this brigade and let's kind of face like that. All right. Here comes Stockton's veteran troops. Boom, boom. They're not going to mess around out here. We're going to take the battle, take the fight to the enemy on this right side. Kemper's boys holding strong out that way, though. That's a cool looking vista. We'll be able to hit them. Here comes Greg. Let's bring them out into the crops right here. Fine. Charge move out there. Woo-wee! Whoa, look at what we got here, man. Shoot. What a fight we got. This massive Battle of Centerville. Holy smokes, dude. This is cool stuff. I love it. We'll have them hemmed in on this side of the line for now. Like fish in a barrel. Trouble will be this cab. I feel like maybe we shouldn't let them do this. Oh, they're going to come back. All right, fine. We'll cancel that move. This looks good. We got one brigade against about 3. Rice stopped. Say we keep him going. Just keep him going. Do it, boys. Let's really ham them in on this end right here. This could be a serious killing field for the Rebs. Look at this. These troops with their Hall rifles. These boys with their Springfield rifled muskets, both firing into Kemper right here. Yeah. Yeah, I think those Rebs are in trouble, man. Ooh-wee! Massive battle out here. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Sun going down on the bloody battlefield. Wonder if these Rebs are going to stay and fight another day. It is edging over toward a major victory, though, so I got a feeling. And I think that's based more on casualties than anything else. Here they go. They're going to try to steal an advantage with this brigade. Fry's brigade's going to come relieve Kemper, but Fry's going to come in kind of piecemeal and end up getting 3-on-1, same as Kemper was. Bryce coming forward on the flank. Let's go. Let's try to roll them up, boys. Let's try to roll them up. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Just a little fearful. Okay. That's troops running. It's gotta be. Yeah. Now, there's every likelihood after this portion of the battle, after this day is over, that day 2 comprises just a gigantic counterattack across the line to try to gobble up the rest of these Rebs here. Hey, all right. Stockton's going to push it. Push it, push it, push it. Good man, good man. Stockton. Should come a little closer to your guys here, huh? Bryce. You stay in an attack, right? Good. Wind coop. Why don't you... No, that's not what I wanted. Wind coop right here. Maybe we'll be able to take back the stone bridge, but I don't think so. Sun's going down on this battle. I think we may end up deploying again. These Mississippi rifles with wind coop. Clutch. Yes, sir. Okay. There we have the end of the day. Resupplied. And we've got a new corps on now. Butler has arrived. Continue to deployment. Holy smacks. We've got this whole area now. Wow. This is something else, man. I think we'll have to take a detailed look at this on the next stream, guys. I hate to cut it off early and leave a cliffhanger on this thing, but this is a huge battle over multiple days. This baby is going to be one for the history books in our campaign. The Battle of Centerville certainly will continue when we jump back into Grand Tactician, and I'll probably do it sooner rather than later, guys. I may be back on with this by Thursday night. I mean, we got to jump back in. I can't let too much time go by if I'm straddling a battle like this. So I think we'll be getting back to it before you know it. Tomorrow night, be ready for a Foxhole stream. I'm going to commit to that. I wrote it down. I'll stick with what I wrote and what I said on that. Otherwise, do appreciate everybody who decided to jump in, stay in tonight, and be here for this battle as the campaign continues on the Union side. This is Alternate History Gaming. Don't forget us. Click that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the stream tonight. When the VOD posts, jump in the comments. Click the thumbs up button on it then if you wish. I'd appreciate it if you did. Of course, hype the videos, hype the VODs, hype the streams. Check out the channel. I've got a ton of stuff right here. Everything you need or want as far as Grand Strategic, Grand Tactical, 19th Century, Black Powder, Napoleonic, Civil War, what have you. It's all right here with me, your humble and gracious player host, Bank 60s. And thank you guys once again for being willing to hang in for this double long battle that we're